Hi, this is Stacy Knight-Davis from Booth Library, and I'm going to demonstrate how you can find articles for Public Health 4800. On the research guide for Public Health 4800, I have a list of databases for articles that should cover the topics that you would need for drug abuse, addiction, risk factors across a wide variety of populations and areas. You can go ahead and search these one at a time if you want to, but especially when you're just trying to get started and figure out what areas you're most interested in, it's going to be more efficient to search multiple databases at once. To do that, I've got some ideas for you on this database combinations page, and this will give you some little short recipes for combining databases to get at different aspects of your research project. So if pretty much everyone's going to have addiction as a general topic, so these are some of the databases you can consider. If you're working with children, you're definitely going to want ERIC and Professional Development Collection and Child Development. If you're working with the elderly, we do have abstracts and social gerontology that is going to be helpful to add in. So to add these combinations together, you're going to start with Academic Search Ultimate and then check off the databases that you're wanting to search together. So let's go back to the Articles and Stats page, and we're going to start with Academic Search Ultimate. It's going to open up for us, and then to add in the extra databases, you're going to click where it says Academic Search Ultimate, and then we can add in the ones that we want. So I know PsycInfo is going to have good psychological aspects to addiction. We can also add in CINAHL, which is the Cumulative Index to Nursing and Allied Health. We can add in our family studies abstracts or family and society if you're interested in family aspects of addiction and substance use. Health Source Nursing Academic is a good choice to get in a more medical perspective. We also have LGBTQ Source if that's one of the special populations that you're interested in. We have Professional Development Collection, which covers children, social science abstracts, and there's also some violence and abuse and women's studies options down here. I would recommend Psychology and Behavioral Sciences Collection, whatever your population is, just because it's going to also cover addiction. So once we've got these checked off, you can hit select, it'll come back, and now it shows that we're searching Academic Search Ultimate and 7 more databases. So we are searching multiple things at once, and we can start doing some exploring just to see what we can find. So if for my population I am interested in men, and maybe I am interested in elderly, I start typing in elderly and it gives me elderly or aged or older or elder or geriatric, all of these synonyms. So I can choose that. And just to explore, let's look for addiction. It gives me some suggestions: addiction, substance abuse, or drug abuse. So we have these terms in here. I can click search. It's going to go out, see what it can find. It came back with 14,000 results, so we've definitely got some room to work with this search. Our very first one is from Australia, and then we have one in Chinese. So we can probably work on this a bit more to limit out some of these geographical areas that may be of less interest to us. So we can add a row, and we can add in United States or US or USA or United States. This is not perfect, but it will help. Okay. And now we're seeing, well, we still have Ecuador, but we do also have alcohol consumption for elderly Americans, binge drinking in older men. Substance abuse by elders, self-enhancement bias. So we definitely have some options to look at here. We also want to pay attention to the age of these. So this one is from back in 2009. Things may have changed a little bit in this area of research. So what we can do is we can go back in and limit our search down to where we're only looking at the last 5 years. So now we're down to 668, which is a more manageable number yet to work with. And we still have several things on alcohol. We have some things about veterans. We can look at treatment, looking at adults by gender, body image with older gay men. So there's a lot of just ways to explore the topic and become more familiar with what research has been done in the area. So if you find something that you're interested in knowing more about, let's see what we can find here. We have some things on pain. We're getting a lot of LGBTQ stuff coming in. We have some cannabis, polysubstance, many things on HIV and how that's relating. So just trying to zero in on what population you're interested in. These nice broad searches like this are a great way to zero in. So here we've got opioid use and alcohol coming up. As you're going through here, I would kind of keep an eye out for what things are you seeing repeatedly. I know there's going to be quite a few things on opioids, so instead of just doing addiction in general, we can look for opioids in particular. So we can take out our addiction. And we can look at opioids. Okay, so we've got 187 here, and now we're getting some older cancer patients, population estimates. So as we change our search, we can get more specific results by changing the words that we're searching for. So what we need to do once we have found something that we are interested in is figure out how to find this article. So if you come down here to access options, oftentimes you'll either get the PDF or online full text option. So that means all you need to do is click on PDF. It's going to go out, find the PDF, and put it up on the screen for you. So at this point, you can save it, you can print it, read it off the screen, however you would like to work with that article. There will be some where there are other options available. So let me see if I can find you one of those. So here's one that just has Get Full Text. So we're going to click the Get Full Text icon, and it's going to go out and look for it. And it gives us two options. There's look for open access via unpaywall, and then there's request via interlibrary loan. So what we are looking for here is a 2025 year, and it's pages 1 through 33. So if we go into unpaywall, it did find it for us, but when you get down here, there's nothing except purchase options, and we absolutely do not want to purchase this because that's what the library is for, is to get you these articles. So at this point, what you would do, if this is definitely something you wanted, is you would click on Request Article via Interlibrary Loan. And if you're already logged in, it will bring up this this form for you where it's already got most of the pieces filled in. You do need to put in a need by date, and that's mostly just so we know that you understand that this is not an instant service. And then click submit. Usually within like 3 to 7 days, you'll get an email back from us that has that article attached to it. If for some reason it takes longer, you can check back in with us and just check to see what's going on with that request. But typically we get these in 5 days or less. There is no charge, so feel free to use that interlibrary loan service as you're working on your project. Just as an example, we were looking for men, but you can also start looking for women. It'll give you women or females or woman or females. These suggestions here are very helpful in picking up all the different ways a term might be listed. And then you can look through and just kind of get an idea what's being done in this area. You can also look through and see what kind of keywords and subjects these articles have had assigned. So as you're looking through, you might be like, oh, oxycodone, that's one that I'm interested in. Or, oh, there's a whole heading just for opioid analgesics. So we can click on that, and it will run just for that subject heading and find just that topic for us. So this has just been a very, very quick overview. If you're having any issues at all, if you're finding not enough, if you're finding too much, you're not thinking what you're finding is what should be out there, please come in and make an appointment with me, and we can work on it and see if we can get you some better search results. Again, my name is Stacy, and my contact information is on the research guide. Thanks.